Use water sparingly. Scottish Water urges its customers after the driest start to the year in 6 decades.
Now, the Scottish Environment Protection Agency has been monitoring this, and all of Scotland's catchment areas are now at some form of alert. 11 areas are at the second highest. That's a moderate scarcity. And they monitor that because farmers, golf courses, distilleries all take water from these rivers for their businesses. And they're saying that in a couple of weeks' time, they might have to consider restrictions on the use of that. So they're urging those businesses to be careful with how much water they extract. But Scottish Water, they're the company that supplies piped water to homes and businesses. They're urging people to use water cautiously. They're already using tankers to take water from one part of Scotland to another, not just in the drier east, but actually right across Scotland, although it is even drier in the east here. And they're offering advice like saying, try not to use a hose pipe, instead use something like a watering can in the garden, switch off the tap when brushing your teeth, and only use dishwashers and washing machines if there's a full load. And they say that they're monitoring the situation around water levels very carefully.
Good morning, both. I'm very well, thank you, Naga. I hope you are too. Good morning to you at home as well. Today, it's a chilly start for some of us. The temperature at the moment in Edinburgh, for example, is just 2.4 Celsius.
I'll leave you with the Salty Sisters and the port swimmers then. You can probably hear them. They're having a great time in there. This is a beach that's rated as excellent, by the way, but as Kirsty and Bruce were saying, interesting, isn't it, that life's changed. People are now swimming all year round, and so therefore it's the official season starting today, but certainly for swimmers such as these, well, they'll swim every day. Not us.
Kind of with you in a way, John, but they are very, very happy ones. Happy swimmers.
Good morning. The dry and settled conditions continue. High pressure still in charge for today. There is some cloud around this morning. It should burn back and leave plenty of sunshine.
Oh, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, both. Very well, thank you, Naga. Enjoying this fine sunshine, I must say. But if you are crying out for rain, it looks very much like the end of next week we could see some. Good morning to you. If you're just stepping out, for some it is a chilly start to the day. Now, I mentioned the cold North Sea. If it does, this fine weather, tempt you to the beach, well, it's going to be cold along the North Sea coastline. As we come further west, where we've got the sunshine, temperatures only between about 12 and 15 degrees. Good morning, everybody. This morning, it's mixed fortunes depending on where you are. So our weather watchers have been sending some fabulous pictures in. This one's from West Sussex. Look at the blue sky already. But across central and eastern parts of the country, there's a lot of cloud, as we've got here from another lovely picture in County Durham.
This is what it's looking like in Cornwall this morning. Our reporter John Maguire is down there today. We'll talk to him a bit later. But just give you a little sense of what it's looking like. Bit of sunshine. It'll be quite warm today. Well, no, you see, I shouldn't say those things because that's Carol's job. And she's going to tell us what it really is going to be like any second now. How about now, Carol?
That's pretty good, Charlie. You got it spot on. It's not going to be too bad at all in Cornwall today. Perhaps not quite as warm as it was yesterday, but nonetheless pleasant for the time of year.
That looks quite dull behind you.
It is, Naga. Good morning, everybody. For some of us, we've started off on a very cloudy note, especially across central and eastern parts of the UK. And for some of us, it's also a cold start to the day.
Dave, just be careful because it's a bit slippy underfoot, but we'll just take you to the water's edge, as we did earlier on this morning when we were around on the beach. The chatter is wonderful. The laughter is wonderful. It's clear that these people really do enjoy themselves. As we say, 15 degrees. Come on, we'd all like to jump in, wouldn't we? Naga, see you later. Let's go for a swim.
Yeah, all right, OK. You first. You go first and let me know what it's like, because it does look very, very beautiful. See you, John.
It does look beautiful, but if you are outdoors, you need to take precautions because of the sun. Hot weather set to continue over the next few weeks. Parents, teachers facing the challenge of keeping children safe from the effects of the sun.
A survey by the British Skin Foundation found that 59% of children under the age of 18 have been sunburned at least once in their life. And if you think about it, a child's skin is more delicate. It can burn within 15 minutes of exposure to the sun. And just one case of blistering sunburn in childhood or adolescence more than doubles the risk of melanoma, which is a serious type of skin cancer in later life. The risk also increases with the number of sunburns experienced.
We're starting off with a lovely sunny picture from Glasgow this morning. Blue skies, many western areas seeing this, but for central and eastern parts of the country, there's a lot of cloud around first thing. Now, if we take a look at the forecast for the next few days, there will be sunshine for many, particularly the further west you are. It will be cloudier in the east at times, and that cloud at times will be thick enough for some isolated showers, maybe some drizzle. And as Naga was alluding to there, we could well see some rain coming in from the Atlantic, so more substantial rain towards the end of next week. That's one we are keeping a close eye on.
Hello, thank you, Ben. Well, it's not sunny everywhere today, but again, there is a lot of sunshine around. And the Met Office has been totting up the number of hours of sunshine that we've seen all the way up until Tuesday, so 2 days ago. And here's a fun fact for us this lunchtime. So this spring so far, and there's still a good 2 weeks of it to go, we've seen more sunshine than we did in the whole of last summer. Is there more to come? Well, you betcha. But how much longer is it going to last for? I will have all the details later in the programme, Ben.
Good afternoon. This morning's cloud really has been very stubborn. It hasn't cleared away as quickly as anticipated. This was first thing, central London under that blanket of cloud. Through the morning, it persisted. Now it's slowly starting to thin and drift away.
This is the picture from space, the satellite picture. How does it look on the ground? Well, here's Glasgow, and I think it's across western areas of Scotland in general where we'll see the day's highest temperatures. Lots of blue skies here. But further east, across southeast England, the London area, it's grey, it's murky, very different from how it's been over the last few days or so.
Time for the weather. Will
How
you
can
guys...
it not be?
Oh, will you go straight to the weather for me?
Here's Sally with the weather.
Could have done it better. Hello again, next to the Mission Impossible plane. Not going anywhere near it. I'll leave that to Tom. Now, our weather was about 10 degrees colder than yesterday today with the cloud. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be dry and we'll see a bit more of our old friend, the sunshine. Still cooler and breezier, though, out to the east. And then on Saturday and perhaps Sunday too, some cloudy starts, but brightening up. More of that for Saturday morning, but hopefully brightening up a little bit earlier than it did today. Right, that's the weather. Here's the pollen. They've pretty much built a jungle here in Leicester Square, so there's probably some pollen floating around here, but levels remain low for the next few days. That's it from us all here, and Mission Impossible. Oh, and Tom says cheerio.
The only thing that's sparkling with the weather at the moment, Jane, is the sunshine. It's a very familiar sight, isn't it? Absolutely glorious today in Scotland. Warm as well out to the west. Temperatures 24 degrees. Different story, though, in eastern England. That stubborn low grey cloud refused to break up. It's just starting to do so now, but for most of us, it was disappointing and it felt quite cool by comparison.
It was all going so well. It felt really summery, and now this.
Little hiccup. Tiny little hiccup. Some rain would have been nice if we were going to have cloud, but we didn't get any. Little bit of drizzle from time to time. But yes, this was London today. Quite a lot of thick cloud, and it didn't break up until the end of the afternoon, and mostly out to the east of London. We did gradually see some sunny spells developing. This was Colchester in Essex just a couple of hours ago.
Hello there, good evening. Well, the dry, settled, sunny spell is set to continue for the rest of this week and potentially for much of next week as well. But the best of the blue sky and the sunshine today was towards western areas, whereas further east, a lot of low grey cloud, cooler than it has been of late.
Hello again. Hope you've all had a lovely day so far. Well, for those of you after the rainfall, I'm afraid there's still none in the forecast, certainly as we go through the next few days or so. As it is remaining dry and settled across the UK, there will be more in the way of sunshine. However, at times it's going to be quite cloudy and cool across North Sea coasts.